But I'm very curious now to see what that bot lane has in store, because we talked so much about 2v2, maybe not so much, a little bit in favor of AL. It's really that team fighting aspect, you know, the carry in those fights.
But the Vi and the Kiana both can make their presence felt early on. First strike pop, additional 1 or 2 gold for that trade. 5! Never mind.
Look at that.
Incredible.
Money. Does mean, though, we're going to see a late contest over this.
Oh,
no! Kyle! Best support in the league, by the way.
Might lose out for
there.
that.
Now Vampire is going to take his card, and that will be Kyle going down first blood to JDG. Now Tarzan in some trouble. Things have gone awry for AL. He gets the double freeze there, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And meanwhile, Shanks watches his buddy go.
Taking these 5 versus 5, because whoever's going to stand in that front line is also going to get melted. And Aphelios say, oh dear.
Ooh, Vampire being paid back in kind here. Double CC chain comes through. AL are looking for their own blood. They're going to get the first one for themselves. They're trying to look for a little bit of a combo into Gala now. Gala's going to hit that ghost. He's in go mode right now. He's got the chakrams, but it's not going to be enough. Gala goes down to 2v2 in Hope's favor. A double kill to him. Now they're going to move forward onto Tarzan. That's going to be the pullback, and Tarzan and Hope need to back away as Honkyu was able to layer down some good damage. You do also have a little bit of a move from Shanks, but...
And that's going to push the mid or the bot lane matchup quite nicely in their favor. Dragon will go down to JDG, and on the top side we saw Flash expended by Flandre, so he had to get out of dodge from Xiaoxiu there, who had a really good engage until level 6 comes through for Vampire. That's not so likely.
Oh, Vampire, you got to be careful. There could be a roam, and a Flash comes out. That'll be big money.
No Flash
for
on
AL, but Flandre, speaking of big money, he's going to go down big money to Xiaoxiu. That'll be the 2v1 kill. And that just means that JDG will take whole objectives here in the Dragon and the Grubs. As we do see the dredge line going through onto Tarzan. They back away. Only got one of the Grubs down. Shanks is coming in. Shanks gets CC down, gets chained to hell, throws in the Emperor's Divide, but it doesn't matter. Junja has cleaned up a kill. We've gotten 2 down now. Honkyu gets his own onto Shanks, and this now means Tarzan has to retreat.
Question marks for anyone's legend and their ideas around fighting there. Shanks throws himself into the mix of it in a 1v3, doesn't have any follow-up from his team as Kael's 1 HP.
And try to get out here, though, with the Weaver's Wall.
Yeah, and he's obviously got the Tilia passive to walk on terrain a lot faster, but going to be tricky for them to get in here. Kael threatening in that front line, and space taken by anyone's legend means that they are going to be able to secure this dragon. And
it was a fast play, but JDG aren't able to get much out of it. Now they're going to try to contest over the red buff, but Vampire has just walked himself into a saloon that nobody was asking him to walk into. It will mean the red goes over. Juju goes for the flash play. They got the cease and desist onto Tarzan. Tarzan's getting low. Tarzan goes down. Honkyu goes over. 3-man knockup by Kael, and Shanks is just ripping them a new one. Shoved into the turret. Junja goes down, and Shanks goes on fire.
On the flip side of things, JDG trying to drive it home. Maybe a little bit easier here as they start up this Rift Herald, and Vampire's posturing aggressively around the front line.
Some vision coming down. AL's going to TP. I don't think they're going to make it into the fight enough for the Rift Herald. It's going to go down. AL pulled the trigger with the TP and don't really get anything for it now, but we are on second item spikes coming through here. We have the Black Cleaver, Sundered Sky there for Junjo. We have the all-in from Xiaoxiu, and we said this Cassante might be a little bit an issue. Flandre just can't do anything. He's being cooked by his own pineapple.
That's brutal to watch as Xiaoxiu Dragons just now spawned. There's no TP for Flandre to get back in there. That means JDG are going to secure this with no contest whatsoever. And everything's just going from bad to worse for AL. We take a look at some of those crucial pieces that we highlighted as Hope goes in.
Oh my god, that damage is insane. Wow. Doesn't want to step up into the turret, but you can see what that second item spike works, and especially with that extra damage, the true damage on the ultimate hits. It does a lot of work, and that's something I want to return to. While, yes, we're getting JDG diving, Flandre on the bot side, this is going to be rinse and repeat at this point. Really nicely played combo from the CFO duo coming over to the LPL, but it is a scaling comp from AL. So this advantage, this momentum is extremely needed from JDG's side.
Outside of Kael, so it is all eyes on this support, and if he doesn't have the backline to back that up, then that's not good either, as Tarzan finds himself in trouble.
Oh my god. Jesus. Welcome back to the Bouncy Castle. We'll take your ticket now, Tarzan, as Hope's trying to fire a little bit back. G finding and picking just the right fights
Yeah, and at this stage in the game as well, I'd go with the majority of fights are the good fights here. We've got 2 items on Honkyu and their ability to buy spaces.
Praise at this kid, but Honkyu has been a menace this game. He has landed so many crucial seismic shoves, burned so many flashes, and there, he'll pick up his 5th kill of the game.
I think for me here, JDG in the driver's seat, obviously with a 4K gold lead, but I think that, you know, Shanks may be one of those weaker points, but we're fighting now. Good flash from Gala.
Kyle. Oh no, he's on the wrong side of town here. Xiaoxiu is TP. They're going to get a late TP from Flandre as well. They're going to miss the supreme display of talent a little bit there, but they might be able to get Junja on the other side of the fight.
Oh,
the
no!
all-out comes in on the Tarzan, and Tarzan, no! He gets locked down in the middle of his blast cone, and now they're going to move forward. Look at this AoE damage that Gala is doing. You said he wasn't involved. Well, he heard you, rude dude, and he wants to be involved. That's a double kill already for him. He's not going to find that next one, but they are just going to blow JDG, or at least AL, out of the water. And that's going to be a triple kill there for Gala into a Baron, into what is undoubtedly a Game 1 win for Jindal.
That was one of the best played team fights I have seen in a long time from JDG. They did everything correctly. They'll be rewarded with the Baron, they'll be rewarded with some plates up on that top side. But there are so many things about this replay that I cannot wait to highlight, because pretty much across the board, threat and hope is onto threat as well. Everybody is just being pincered by every angle, and Junjia plays that fight exceptionally well, constantly buying space, constantly threatening as well.
I mean, I just watched Junjia mind control 5 people of anyone's legend right there. I mean, that was actually disgusting, and that needs to be on every highlight reel. He literally just made 5 people forget how to play League of Legends, and now maybe Honkyu going to get caught for a little bit of an overextension on the bot side. They did end up getting the dragons, so that'll be sole point for them, and they're going to steal away the top side jungle from AL. Minions. Yeah, I think they will.
He tried to play with his HP bar and use that to sacrifice his protection for this tier 1, but good stuff from anyone's legend here. I'm very impressed that Junji is able to get out of that situation, get out of dodge, as it were. Now they find themselves taking this tier 2 turret down on the bot side, putting work in on that Baron. 30 gold per plate, plus the structure being demolished as well.
Really like some of the plays that we've seen from JDG. Now they got to bring it home, try to fight over Dragon.
Flash from Shanks already here. Honky with a great flick there forces that one out, and the Dragon's already
gone.
It's
just gone. I mean, they try to get the supreme display of talent in there, and Tarzan immediately has to flash out. Another Moonlight Vigil goes wide. Honkyu goes into the thick of things by himself. Junja just kills Tarzan outright. You got to get that back line, though. Shanks is starting to tear him up. You got to be careful, though. Flandre tries to flash on a Gala. Gala flashes away from Flandre and expertly slices him up with the chakrams. A double kill goes for Junja, and Shanks goes down, too. You thought they had something. You thought AL were gripping something from death, but death comes for them anyways, and that is in the face of JDG. Straight down the middle, straight down the bot side. No, they're going to go back for the Baron.
Yes, a couple of skill shots landing. Ultimately not the best, but JDG secure themselves another Baron. They will be looking to try and tear this game apart with it.
Fully ramped Yunara with Transcend oneself, with 3 items, and a Lord Doms did literally nothing to that champion.
Yeah. I mean, again,
that's insane.
We have to look at the fact that this Cassante was 4 levels up over said Yunara, and also has a lot of items in his back pocket, but Hope doesn't even tickle this guy. Like, it's going to take so long for him to try and get through the HP. Maybe the Infinity Edge will be the difference maker. Tarzan, though, finds Honkyu.
Oh, actually goes for a little quick play on a Honkyu. I do wonder if he has his Zanya's back up. I don't believe he does, or I think he would have popped it already. He's using that expert nice CC to get away from the team. And now Gala, his right-hand man, comes back and gets himself a double kill. And now we'll find them moving forward to that top side.
I mean, this is probably it, right? There's no front line now for anyone's legend. Shanks forced away from his tier 2, tier 3 turret, and underneath the Nexus, Honkyu's fishing for them. Minions inbound. Shanks is going to fall to the Calibrum here. Thank you.
All right, well, strike number 1 in the Tabe Bowl goes to JDG and Tabe's new team. They looked decisive as hell in this game, and it gave AL so many issues. So much tempo was lost in that early game, and AL didn't even look like a shadow of themselves.
Wall. Ryze and Varus are caught out. Wall. Immobile carries in this game are just going to have no fun whatsoever. Bard and Anivia thrive up against these immobile people. They're going to have to try to address. JDG are going to have so much success just constantly rinse and repeating their way back into this mid lane and putting Shanks further and further behind, playing around this LCP import mid lane. You can see Hongq zoning him away, trying to zone him off of experience. One Q lands and Shanks dies under the turret here.
Oh my god, he got him. He's dead.
There you go.
That's a solo bolo for that LCP transfer, Hongq.
And that's just it, right? The Anivia versus Ryze is such a good matchup, and you can see there's an element of mastery here from Hongq. He's playing the goated Anivia skin.
I see a cup of graphic about all the birds that Hongq likes to play,
Yeah.
and so far the birds working out for him. There's going to be the Realm Warp. They're going to try to collapse onto Gala. Gala's going to run back over to his team. Beautifully spell shields the charge from Tarzan. Now Hongq is here. He's level 6. You got to be really careful about these walls. He's going to lay down the Tundra. I don't know, though. Gala is still waiting on the side here. Vampire tries to get away. Now the rest of AL going to try to collapse. They are split. They're going to get the flash play out of Tarzan. They're going to get the kill onto Junta here. Will get the Scuttle Crab in the end. Crescent Guard his way away for just a moment, but will eventually die to Shanks. At least they're not blind pick, but using it as a counter pick. Yeah. Super, super strong, and Kabe's loving the weapons he has.
Having it in the pool, and this is why, I mean, he really enjoyed playing with Flandre as well, right, of players. But AL hitting this dragon now, first one to fall if it goes their way, but Junji is sniffing around.
Junji did take the time to take the grubs over there, so they did get the permanent. A beautiful use of the wall, plus the Crescent Guard. I don't know which one stopped it, but something did. Unfortunately, Vampire is going to fully miss.
Rod, Shanks is going for tier Rod as well. But Shanks, just in order to sustain this mid lane, has had to spend 1,000 gold on some shoes. That just isn't the same case for Hongq.
Well, now he'll take the 3 grubs. And there goes that Rod of Ages, like you're saying. Although I will say Shanks is going to be right there behind it.
Per unit kill, so for this time being, every CS secured is a win.
What a last-second choice from Hongq to back off to not get hit by the charge into the wall. And now he is going to get locked down on the back end of it, but he's got Junja coming with him. He's still got Egg. Gets out with his life here. Junja needs to be a little bit careful, but he's got the rest of the team coming. Tempered Fate is available as well. Tarzan going to queue it up, but can't end up getting that Keeper's Verdict through. Now the Egg will be popped. Hongq gets stuck. Junja is just watching while his teammate is scrambled like a morning breakfast. And now JDG get caught by the Chains of Corruption on the back end, but won't be able to follow it up is AL. They have struck gold on the bot side, though.
In the LPL, very well done for him. Congratulations on reaching number 12 all time. And it will result in a dragon going their way as well, as Xiaoshu now on this top side looking for Flandre. Go where Hope was like 1,000 gold up over Gala. Since then, now that gold lead is largely
Keeper's Verdict.
Oh,
he got hit.
Moving away the jungler. Yoinkies, thank you.
Tarzan dodging out of the Tempter Fate too. My goodness.
Down on this bot side, as now Flandre's going to be able to take that tier 1 turret back. It is going to come at the cost of a lot of plates for Xiaoshu on that top side. And
Junta is on the other side of the fight. Xiaoshu entering from the other side, the far side from everybody else. But now JDG, they're collapsing. It might be a fight over the scuttle. Xiaoshu.
Start slowly. Here comes that poke, though. This is where you're favoring AL in these drawn-out fights.
Oh, Junja just tries to pull the trigger there. Doesn't really get anything with his Crescent Guard and does have to flash away after getting the 3-town strike. Now Xiaoshu is the focus. Junja, he tries to go in after Xiaoshu, buys a little bit of time, but the Keeper's Verdict from Tarzan does wonders. And what did I tell you about this man's Poppy? It must be afraid of for JDG, and that might just be the dragon number 3 going to anyone's legend.
It certainly should be here, as with no jungler in sight, no jungler on the rift, it's anyone's legend putting themselves to soul point, and Ocean soul point at that.
They absolutely do. From the draft, though, I was so skeptical about this Vampire Bard, and he has yet to really amaze me just yet. Now maybe he gets another catch, but Junja's already dead as he pops his Crescent Guard, and I think JDG are just going to fully lose this fight as well.
Let's try. and take this Baron. Honkyu going to try and walk in. He's got Vampire by his side. xiaoxiu going to try and do the same thing, but I don't think they can get through the Sion in the time that the Baron's going to take to go down.
They're going to try, I guess. There's a keeper verdict kicking him
my
out
God!
immediately. He got so much damage there. xiaoxiu is cutting him down here, but he does need to be a little careful with his health bar because now they're turning right back on him, and Honkyu gets locked down as well. Flandra able to find an angle on him there. Honkyu's going to try to run back over, still has the egg available. Meanwhile, this entire time, Junja was respawning, so that means no Baron for AL, and honestly, JDG, they live to fight another day.
That's a hero play from xiaoxiu if I ever saw one. Thing to scoff at. We'll see whether or not he can lay down that poke at all.
We see the vision play here. AL going to try to enter all together. They are going to get caught as they enter, though. Who's going to win this battle? I think the poke is starting to win out. Beautiful flash from Junja, but Flandra is here. He's got that big shield from the TP. xiaoxiu has found the angle on the Shanks, but Shanks going to get out with the Realm Warp. Now Flandra has to try to get out, uses the Unstoppable Onslaught to use a little bit of room, but Gala is starting to cut him up. He's just throwing daggers at him at this point, though. Flandra very, very tanky. Tarzan was looking for an angle, but Tarzan gets pushed out. A lot of this AoE damage really starting to sink as JDG going to look for it. Keeper Verdict comes out. He gets walled off. He can't do it. He goes for the flash. He doesn't get it. It's going to be the Dragon focus now. 50-50 between Junja and Tarzan, but JDG want to make sure it's not. xiaoxiu going to pull Tarzan off of the fight. Junja realizes he needs to go in to help kill him. He gets one. He's going to look for a second on the Flandra. Can't do it. They do end up finding the cleanup, though, with the help of xiaoxiu. Now Junja is going to find hope. He needs one more 3-talon strike, but can't do it. They've lost both junglers now. Honkyu is still in the pit of the dragon, though there's a lot of damage that can come through. Hope with a lot of poke. Hope looking for the egg kill. Almost gets a double there, but he gets popped by Anivia. And now the dragon is the focus for JDG. Kyle trying to get something. Can he get the mantra Q? It's not. He's going to run away. The dragon goes over to JDG.
God, Mazel. It is chaos, it is carnage, but boy, for JDG, if it is not cathartic as all hell.
Tarzan try to get the keeper's verdict. So tough to watch as they almost get caught out by the Tempered Fate there. Do use some fancy feet to get away from it. JDG, they're threatening now. This, but their timing and the time that's left in this game is not on their side. There's that TP, and it will be xiaoxiu who's going to use that big tanky shield as they lock down Flandra. He's going to go straight onto Shanks. Turn around. Look how much damage he does. Tempered Fate goes wide again. Come on, Vampire. As you see the dragon reset there yet again. AL is now rebuffed. They are scared to step forward, and that dragon is just going to go to JDG.
Yep, they stopped the recall of Flandra. He doesn't have TP to get back in anyway, and once again it is a one fight for Jindong Gaming.
Just continuing that dance.
League of Legends has long been a game of inches, seconds, and small, minute amounts, and the things like a big shield being teleported in on is going to be pretty massive, and you know, in one of these team fights, it could very well be the difference maker as Honkyu takes a big boatload of damage from the Kyle Hope bot lane duo. Posturing over this red buff again. How do AL ever walk in here?
Tarzan just going into the thick of things there. Another Tempered Fate's going to hit onto Junja. It got worse as he's going to balk a little bit of time here. There's a nice charge from Tarzan. They did. He still has his egg. He's got time. Realm Warp coming in now from Shanks on the other side of the fight. Keeper Verdict goes through. They can't get Gala out. Gala's stuck. I'm pretty sure that was a mess, like something happened there. He could not move that entire fight. He was stuck in the wall, and that will just be AL swiping that lead right away from JDG.
They've got 45-second death timers here, Len, and AL are not looking for the Baron. They're looking to do some serious structural damage to JDG. And I mean, they're pinging the inhibitor at the minute. It looks like it's an inhib then out angle for anyone's legend. They know that the Baron is the key piece of the pie here that they need to get, and I'm glad to see that they've sort of turned their attention back up here. I actually think they could have gone for a little bit more. I think the Baron is, you know, very much a formality in this case. Tier 2 turret probably could have been taken. But instead, they're going to turn their attention up to this big purple world. Managed to do it successfully, and somehow JDG are the ones that are taking objectives at this stage as they find themselves a tier 2 turret on the top side. And you expect that to be traded with the Baron in their back pockets, but Honkyu now will channel his recall. Does have the Verdant Barrier in his back pocket, so has another layer of safety now being added on. A 1k HP shield from the Kaenic. And then there's the extra shields that are coming through from that TP as well. Now, Gala has BT, so any poke is going to get sustained up very easily. And this poke from Hope is starting to matter, but they found Xiaoshu.
Xiaoshu got completely caught here. He's locked down. He goes golden. Tempered Fate's going to buy a little bit of time. Really nice dodge from Xiaoshu. Meanwhile, though, the rest of his team just got baited in, and Vampire is gone. Shanks finds the kill on the Xiaoshu, and JDG are just getting caught with their hands down, and unfortunately not on their keys.
Steaming through the bot lane. The turret will fall, but versus Sivir and Ivia, probably never going to get access to the Nexus turrets here. So it's just going to be an inhibitor. They will resort back to that Ocean Soul, but if they spend too long here, this is going to give an opportunity for a respawn. Gala can come through.
The replay of how Xiaoshu got caught, but really big pick because he is kind of the trap door in a lot of these fights for JDG, and AL realized that.
Is go to Baron. Junji are forced to use this before his Q from Hope comes through. And that's just going to be Baron here.
Was that just one Q? Oh, it was the ult Q, so it was all 3 Blight stacks. Dang, that's a lot of damage. Gee.
This is, again, as much as we highlight the fact that this is, you know, the Sivir late game dream almost.
We see them pushing now. Flandra does get caught, but Gala gets chunked by Hope now. Tarzan going in for the fight here. Shanks is about half health now, but they're going to try to get Xiaoshu down. Xiaoshu's healing is crazy. He was invulnerable for a little bit. Crescent Guard's going to come out. A lot of damage coming through from Gala, but Honkyu is down. Hope found him, and another arrow strikes through the chest of JDG, piercing their hearts and piercing this game number 2. That is a massive performance from AL to come back in this game, to harness that power, and a triple kill comes through for Hope. As the last signaling of this game, too, is upon us. Xiaoshu is going to re-get into the base and try to at least stave this off for a moment, but the turrets are not going to last very long. They're going to throw up the panda emotes, and we're going to move on to game 3.
Oh, we absolutely are, Mazel. And I started this game by saying that Varus versus Sivir was not going to be a linchpin of this game. Waiting on how well Vampire does. And if game 1 is anything to go by, that's amazing. If game 2 is anything to go by, you should be scared, because there are 2 different beasts thus far that we've seen when this guy plays his champions.
I don't want to toss things that early, at least. Honkyu, no mana, just gets massively traded. One more auto might have done it. Didn't get it in. Now Flandra is in trouble. Flash play from Junja. Beautifully done as he's trying to hunt down the monster in the top lane. But they've got a monster themselves. First blood for Xiaoshu. That was terrifying.
That's very funny. One of the counterplays that you have to Rek'Sai. Now 3v2 mid.
Oh, he tries to get the knock up there. Shanks tried to go through with the Spirit Rush. Now Flandra's got to be careful, though, as you do have the Arcane Storm being thrown through. Flandra needing an exit tool, but he can't. He's just going to burrow and try to heal up a little bit, but that's going to be another kill going to Xiaoshu on his Zahen, as JDG will come in and just say thank you for the leash.
And Honkyu not quite able to snipe a laser there onto Kael, but it will be the dragon you'd think secured as double recalls are coming on through. Quick charm from Shanks here. He's going for the Veganari build, so he doesn't do any damage just yet.
They've started up the grubs, I believe, up there, so he'll get even more XP coming through.
Yeah, early game going very well for JDG. Do think that that is mandated, though. I mean, honestly, even if this game gets later, I don't know that JDG particularly falls off. I think Victor does very well. I think the state of Misfortune right now is that she's not going to be easy for the Kalista navigating these team fights later on, because Misfortune can just auto-attack you for a boatload of damage.
They had no idea Junjo was coming around the corner there, and they paid dearly for it. That's going to be 4 kills going early to JDG if they can finish off Kael. They'll have the bailout. They will leave him to die. Maybe Gala. Oh, Gala couldn't get in there. Junjo will get the kill. Flandra going to use his tunnels to make sure he can heal up a little bit. Does complete his quest there, so at least he's even in that regard. Also does have that Titanic Hydra completed. Maybe all in for this fight as Tarzan comes over. Flandra gets knocked up, and now they're going to try to chase. They're going to follow. He's got the dive, though, and Xiaoshu stays alive. He's got his passive up, too, and he's going for the kill. Get the flash! Xiaoshu is a beast, a monster, anything you could ask for, and he's playing Zahen like a pro.
And now they're going to dive on the bot side as well. Hope falls under the turret. 3-man band from JDG. They are finding success everywhere. Small edge. That being said, though, Junji has steps up and he's the one hitting it.
All right, next dragon's going to go over to JDG. AL back off. We have our first items throughout. We have that Bloodthirster completed with that kind of brawling, I guess, dueling. G Both teams coming off of 2-1 losses to their respective opponents. AL against BLG. As Junja actually gets charmed under turret. Shanks doing a really nice job of sidestepping that engage. Now AL are in position to maybe collapse, but Xiaoxu's behind them. They're going to take the fight. Tarzan just goes straight for Gala. They go for the 3-man knockup. The hostile takeover coming over, but it's a little bit too late. No, is it enough? Junja survives for just a moment. Tarzan will end up claiming his life. Now Xiaoxu needs to be a little bit careful. He doesn't have the passive up. If he gets killed, he's going to go down. He does end up getting the stacks back up, and now he can feel confident to step forward. He's a little bit low, but now Hope goes down to Gala, who bounces a bullet off of his teammate, and that's going to be a big pickup for JDG.
So 1-for-1 here, so the perfect game over.
So far, they've been lining up. We'll be getting closer and closer to second items completed there. Rift Herald is up on the top side of the map. Dragon not for another tiered in them, but a couple of mistakes here or there. But this is a return to form from what we saw in that game number 1 as well. And in a little bit of a different style, right? More focused towards that bot lane. More focused toward this top side of the map as well.
And you know, we saw Honkyu getting the better of Shanks in the 1v1, but looking at that CS, it's largely even. This time round, Shanks being the one who... 5 members of JDG looking to collapse on them. Xiaoshu on the flank here. Can AL find this and get out?
They are going to look for it. They got the Ren combo with the smite. They do get it. Now Vampire is just completely caught out. So much damage from Shanks and Flandra. Now Junja is backing off. JDG have lost a big chunk of their advantage.
Double flash engage. Misfortune and Callista, both champions that don't feel amazing as you move later on, unless you're MF and you're like super fed, but you can see Gala quite happy to stand and T-pose on AL in the solo laners.
All right, they're going to start it up now. It's getting a little bit quickly done. I don't think there's going to be much that JDG can do there. She's just leaving the dragon. It's going to be a bit late, but maybe it's enough time for JDG to get in and do something. Junja just wants to force it. Immediately gets hostile takeover. He just wants to get in the pit. Goes in. Steals it! Junja steals the Baron. And now they got to take the fight, though. That convergence is doing some work. Vampire gets chased down by Flandra. That assassin bug is going to be enough, but Gala gets a return kill. And now it is so advantageous for JDG as they hunt down Hope. He's hopping and skipping, but he's hopping straight to an early grave here sooner rather than later.
Hold on, never mind.
Had Flandra come back from dead, it felt like.
Now the question is what happens for this dragon. With Tarzan being dead, you have to imagine it's just forfeit and that JDG pushed themselves to soul point. But how on earth did they even steal that? Junjie, what a man!
Welcome back to the LPL King. We
to do so. Flandra does a really good job at actually bailing out his marksman.
Vampire's dead to the pursuit of Flandra. Now they're going to go full ulties in. Shanks chasing him down too. Honkyu goes down. JDG have lost multiple members now. We need to be a little bit careful. Xiaoxu is looking for them. He does have the health bar reset as well. The GA going to be there. The knockup from Junja. Look at this Zahen go to town. He's about to go even harder now. Junja holding him down while they wait. There's more knockups to come too. There's the third. Tarzan getting chunked down. Here comes the quick deliverance from the skies. The Darken reigns supreme. A triple kill for Xiaoxu.
To end.
No, what is that damage?
In 20 seconds. But look at the damage he does, Mazel. Absolute carnage. But even still, let's not doubt the fact that this Jarvan was instrumental in that fight that we saw Junji, that we saw Xiaoshu even take over. Quick engage onto the Jarvan, though.
Oh, they're going to try to find him again. His GA is going to get popped here if he can't find a way out. Some healing came through there from the Sundered Sky, but not enough. There goes the charm, kind of counterplay with that quickness pop of Vampires just getting locked down, and AL just sink their teeth into whoever's closest to them, and they're looking for more here. Look at Xiaoxu, though. Grim Deliverance gets the kill, at least with the help of Gala. Gala has staved off the darkness now. Flandra tried to get him, but he couldn't do it. Now Xiaoxu has his GA popped, or at least ready to go. Hope getting chased down by Honkyu, just gets him down with the help of Xiaoxu. Now Xiaoxu's going to turn back on the Flandra. They know where they need to go, and Honkyu knows exactly what his job is to take down Shanks. Going to lead him to Tarzan, but Tarzan comes and gets the knockup potentially here, but it's not enough. It's going to be so much damage from Shanks and Tarzan, and time again, they pull something back.
Okay, we're back to a 5 versus 5 now here, Mazel. TP into the mid lane from Honkyu. His transgressions forgiven as Tarzan forces the flash from Gala.
Tarzan overforced that one. The hostile taker comes through, but it's not enough. Look at the arcane storm. It's going to work now. Xiaoshu finds 1 kill already. He's got his GA ready to go too. Tarzan getting chased down now. Honkyu gonna kick the kill there, and they can't really follow up anymore, but they will go back for the soul, and that's the whole reason they showed up.
That's all they wanted from this. The kills are an extra bonus, and it's all off the back of Honkyu once again. This time round in game number 3, he's the one who steps up. Xiaoshu 11 kills on the Zahen, but it's the victor in that fight that makes all of the difference.
Oh my god, they're just going to go for the end. This is a team coached by Tabe. This is what AL feel like maybe they're missing this year, not being with their true general in Tabe, and that might is being flexed right on top of them. JDG, the new home of Tabe, the rookies of these new entries into the league, especially Honkyu coming through into the LPL. It is all about growth, and we see this comeback point and center. A triple kill for Gala, and a 2-1 victory at the Tabe Bowl for JDG.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.